Government is in the process of securing land for the resettlement of disaster-prone communities from areas in the Bugisu region. At least 12,031 households have been identified for relocation as a long-term measure to ensure their safety. The Office of the Prime Minister has received expressions of interest from individuals willing to sell land to government for the resettlement exercise. These include residents from Girik Subcounty in Kween District.
Girik is a metropolitan area. Here we have very many tribes that have come from all corners of this country. So, sincerely speaking, you are most welcome, and Girik is a habitable place.
This land belongs to my dad. I'm his son. And this father of mine has decided to sell off this land to the government. Reason, to attract more people from outside for new ideas and development. Number one, he's selling this land to pay his granddaughters and sons for school fees. Number two, for government to bring us water for social services. That is why he has intended to sell this land.
These pieces of land like this one, we already received a title from them. And so we want to ascertain. But if the other people who are also willing to give, because for me, coming from economics background, if the supply is high, then the price will go down. It's not fixed. You understand? So if we have people who still have more land, that will give us enough leg room for negotiation.
Nimefurahi government tumeona sasa iko karibia sisi. Zamani alafu sina peana hiyo shamba tulikuwa wachache. Alafu hii wajarani yetu Pokot na ipa sisi na kufukuza sisi hapa. Sasa sisi nasema abasali tupate population ile kubwa na government asongelia. Alafu government asongelia sisi.
The 701-acre piece of land has been used for grazing animals.
Me as a poor man around here, I cannot manage to cultivate all this portion. So I decided to call my neighbors, graze this place land, goats and cows.
The field visit to Bulambuli and Kween districts by the Office of the Prime Minister aimed at confirming the availability of land to ensure each household gets 2 acres for settlement and farming.
And this model we used it in Bulambuli. We also bought land in Kasese. We bought land in Kayunga, where we are trying to settle people left and right.
By September 2025, disaster-prone households will be taken care of temporarily before being shifted to permanent settlement. Security agencies will play a key role in safeguarding the people and their properties.
You know, it's like a government is buying bad land from people in disaster places and then giving them good land. So we want, when we remove people from those places and bringing them to the pieces of land that we are buying, then the government should take over. And UA is in charge of wildlife. So we want to work together. We have a memorandum of understanding with UA, whereby when we collect that, when we remove people from those places, we hand over the land to them. And they work with the National Forest Authority, which has gone recently back to Ministry of Lands and Water, of Water and Environment, to plant, to recover the lost environmental system that these people previously encroached on. So
part of the procured land will host a solar project to supply power to the resettlement camp.
Much as OPM can find a way of putting electricity here, we have a mandated ministry which is in charge of doing electricity. So we want to work with the Ministry of Energy to tell them to give us electricity in those camps there. And the efforts are still underway. We have already written to them. And the good thing about this is that the government is going to generate through Mazda to generate electricity. I think 1 megawatt of power. And that's a lot of power for distribution in this place.
Government needs approximately 28,000 acres of land to resettle the affected persons. Once the land is procured, follow-up meetings will be held and a report submitted to Cabinet for further guidance.
Bugisu.